live as a motherfucker.
Yo,
podcast. Yeah.
What's up, folks? What's up? Don't call me getting comfortable. I got me on my phone and shit trying to find the NFL network.
Look, tell me you love me, swear that you need me. This game complicated, but yet you make it look easy. I'm dripping designer, but you always see me. I'll always be lying, and you still believe me. Got you talking to family, a house and some kids, a pull in the back. That's how you wanna live. You applying the pressure. You've been real from the start, and know that you ask that I don't break your heart. But this don't seem real to me. I got a history, hard to accept. You the one that was meant for me. You always check for me, must wanna check for me. You never asked, but my mind's moving recklessly. Tell me what's next for me, digging you sexually. So insecure, I can't let you get next to me. Heart needs a referee, you got that recipe. I'm too afraid to let go, respectfully, respectfully. Tell me you hate me, take it off safety. You gave me your heart, but yet I made you look crazy. That wasn't my goal, I just wasn't ready. I pushed you away because you fuck with me heavy. And that's so ironic, cause you had what I wanted, but I never knew love. So when you showed it, I fronted, cause I ain't deserve you, don't wanna hurt you. I had a few things from the past to go work through. Still don't seem real to me, we got a history. Hard to accept that you ain't standing next to me. Pride got the best of me, thought you would wait for me. Thought I had time, but this time is too late for me. Tell me what's next for me, Tiffany, Stephanie. Don't feel the void in my heart that you left in me. Tell me what's wrong with me, writing this song to see if you would please take me back, respectfully, respectfully.
Nothing is perfect, that's alright for now. Yeah, for now. Traveling beneath the ground, passing by, don't hear no sound by now.
I love you, Poppy.
Hey, yo, Wavy, where you at, nigga? Yes, sir.
Nothing is perfect, that's alright for now. Yeah, for now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, who's that, Rock?
My man, that right there is King Blackout. I met this young man probably about a year ago or so, and he does music. Listen to his first album, Dude Was Off the Chain. So he's been dropping this one. It's been a while since he dropped this one, and I told him this is probably my favorite cut off the whole project, man. Kid is pretty good. Yeah, what you guys think?
That shit was dope.
I like it. That shit was good.
Yeah, I like the bass line, the beat, the bars, everything. It was. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I'm kind of like a partaker. You know me with my flowers. So anything that got like a smooth, excuse me, mellow type groove and somebody spitting some fire. You know, I'm always with. I stay at the zone with it.
It was trash.
You thought it was trash?
The hater has arrived.
Yeah. Well, at least he knows his intro.
I didn't even hear it.
Hit the intro right quick.
Yeah.
Hit the intro right quick, man.
Hey, yo, what it do? Live from the pit that don't give a shit. It's fuck your. Shit.
This is fuck your opinion. Dude stole my line, man. This is fuck your opinion, the podcast.
What's your man, Don Gotti?
Damn, he took my name and then he did.
It looked like
Are you good?
He going to go to Studio
Hey,
B.
Dan, you good?
Yeah. Studio B.
Hey, you good, man? You went out saying my name, man.
And you know what? Because I was reading the thing, I was like, every time I come on here, I forget to change that shit, so it says Don Gotti Nash. What's your man, Toucan Dan?
Don Gotti Nash. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
It's your boy Big Rock over here, New York's finest.
I ain't got all that. C. Sims, the smartest guy on there.
Right. The professor, I'm about to say, I was waiting for more Professor Sims.
And that shit was I ain't even hear that. I know it's trash.
Hold on, man. Before we let me see. Hey, Rock, explain this to us, Rock. What's up, man? My man, look at Rock.
I appreciate that, man. Man, listen, grinded hard. We got the announcement probably about 7 months ago that we were going to be recognized as the Business of the Year here in Rockland, man, for Rock's Kitchen. So, big kudos to my staff, to my wife, to everybody who put in work, man, and the community, man. We love it, and this is proof of our hard work right here.
Double
Congratulations, man.
That's right.
Congratulations, man.
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna definitely come in. It look like you got the blazer on with the shoulder pads. You know I'm coming out there, bro.
I'm just saying, don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Sim's on fire. He came out blazing. He chose violence off the top. He came out blazing tonight.
Now, I told him, hey, when I come visit New York, now I gotta officially go there. Like he made now. I gotta come by there.
Definitely. Yes, I want one of them seats to the kitchen. I want them back seats. I want them kitchen seats. Don't put my shit out there with the regular customers. I want that straight from the chef. It's right to my table. Like as soon as it come out the pot, bam, right there.
And I'm asking for a discount.
Of course. You know what? That's what we do.
Now I ain't gonna go discount. I believe a nice tip, and I believe a nice fat tip and everything.
That's where the discount gonna go into the tip.
I'm gonna leave a large sum of gratuity, but I want to be seated. Like soon as that shit sizzling, I want to hit my plate sizzling.
We got you covered. Come on through.
Yeah, I'll be there.
That's what's up, man.
That's good. Man. Congratulations. I'm just
what we got here, dog?
Huh?
What is this little Mount Rushmore thing you done snuck up here? What is this?
Oh no, that's just on my page, man. But if y'all want to discuss that, I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You see the Mount Rushmore.
Who the hell is
that? It's Jay. It's Jay, Tupac, and Big.
Well, who's the third dude? Who's the guy between Jay-Z and Tupac?
Shit, I'm not even sure who this third one. I forgot who this was, man.
Is that supposed? Yeah, who the fuck is that? Eddie Murphy?
I forgot.
How you got a picture? How you got a picture on your profile? You don't even know all the motherfuckers up.
I put this up a while ago, man. So I'm saying I forgot who the other person was. I probably researched who it was.
Willie D. Like who the hell?
That'd be right, but it need to be Eminem up there, so you got to take it down anyway.
I don't know who that is. He got Nelson Mandela, Jay-Z, Tupac. He got the young Nelson Mandela. Tupac.
I mean, listen, it looked like Guru, but that definitely can't be Guru on there.
And they got his neighbor.
Yeah. He don't fit in that. Yeah, he don't fit that order. So yeah.
Hey man, I need you to delete your cover photo, man, dog.
Nah, man.
Or explain yourself.
No. I refuse, man. I definitely refuse. But no, man. Before I start, man, I wanted to let me see if I can get this picture up here, man.
What you got, dog? What you got?
This is a little somber moment, man. One of the homies passed away of the day, man. Lil Johnny. Want to send a RIP to him. You know what I'm saying? This step real close to him. Like this the home. Yeah, this one of the homies, man.
He looked kind of familiar, like he used to come past the spot.
You've seen him?
Didn't he come past the studio like a couple of times while we was there?
Yeah, that's Lil Johnny. Yeah, Lil Johnny, man. Lil Johnny,
oh shit, I remember.
Yeah. This step childhood friend. I mean, it's one of his childhood homies, man. You know what I'm saying? I met him through step 2. He family, practically family, man. So RIP to him, man.
RIP. Damn, yeah. I mean, yeah. I remember he came past it like a couple of times. I mean, he had like some work shit on. But I do remember him coming past there and kicking it with us a little bit. We wasn't on the podcast, but I actually remember him at the spot.
Oh, yeah. You definitely seen him.
Damn.
You've been, because you go through the spot, so you definitely seen him. So we're going to start this off with, actually, I seen this on, Sims has posted this the other day, man. I told him we're going to throw this on the podcast. Discussion, man.
If this from Professor Sims, it's about to get deep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I seen that, Sims. That was some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Hold on, let me see. I hope I put the vocals on this jump.
Prosecutors will not be allowed to use the term victim to describe the three men shot by Rittenhouse. A judge ruled that lawyers can, however, refer to the three men as rioters, looters, or arsonists, but only if Rittenhouse's lawyers have evidence to support those claims. Rittenhouse was involved in multiple confrontations with protesters and is accused of opening fire during two separate scuffles, killing two men and injuring a third. Here to help us understand all of this is NBC News legal analyst Glenn Kirshner. Glenn, first I'd like to play this exchange between the judge and the prosecution. Take a listen to this.
The word victim is a loaded word. And I think alleged victim is a cousin to it.
I respectfully disagree, Your Honor. I think it's the exact same issue. The terms that I'm identifying here, such as rioters, looters, arsonists, are as loaded, if not more loaded, than the term victim, Your Honor.
So, Glenn, for a lot of us without legal degrees, victims sounds only about as charged as rioters and looters and arsonists. So my first question is this...
So, yeah, that's enough of that. We get the gist.
Which I think shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the part of this that we're not surprised by is the fact that they're already trying to allow this kid to have a side door for his whole trial. But we are constantly speaking about this as black men living in black communities all over the world, how we're not treated. And you know what the craziest thing is? This is what I wanted to say before I got too far in that. Anybody who watched this show who doesn't know this situation, these victims of this shooting, because that's what they were, or protesters, were white. There were no black people harmed during this exchange between Kyle Rittenhouse and the people that were there protesting, and I think that was for George Floyd. Now it gets to a point now we got to remember what the goddamn march was, who the march was for. But and this was in Wisconsin. He drove from a whole nother fucking state. Was this Wisconsin? He drove from Illinois into Wisconsin or Milwaukee, or is Milwaukee in Wisconsin, whatever the fuck.
He drove far with a gun, go shoot some people. Just put it like that.
Well, and actually, he didn't drive. His mother drove him. His mother drove him and his assault rifle across state lines to go defend what was considered neighborhoods of people that weren't even in his same fucking community, because he felt some racially charged bullshit online told him to go protect communities against Black Lives Matter. Now, this was the whole pseudo part of this shit that really got our blood boiling as a community, because they were protesting on the behalf of Black Lives Matter. It wasn't any rioting. It wasn't no houses being burglarized or shit being burned down and all that shit. He went down there with the intent of he was going to get into some shit. We already know that. But we see how the system plays out is now they're trying to make him almost the victim of him traveling over 50 miles from state to state with a fucking machine gun to shoot people. But I mean, I'm not surprised. It's fucked up. But
so this
what you got, Sam's? What you got?
A lot of issues with it, but first of all, you know what side the judge is just off that little tape. So you already know where the judge stands with this, which is already bullshit, because you know it's not a fair trial off jump. Mm-hmm. Secondly, the dude committed he was already a criminal because of his age and crossing state lines with that weapon. That already made him, as soon as he touched down with that gun, he was already committing a crime.
His mom and his mama.
Yeah.
Should he been shot? Should he have been shot? I mean, I know you can get back to what you're saying, but should he have been shot that day
by the police?
I mean, when he was walking around with the gun like that.
Even in the video, one thing that was hyped up was when he was walking with his hands up, the cops were driving by him. They didn't even look at him as a threat. He had a big ass gun, walking with his hands up. He just drove by.
I'm not even gonna say he should have been shot, but if he was black, he would have been shot.
But my thing is, but when he touched down, they even got the video to prove this. This dude was aiming that gun at people, and those people were defending themselves. One of them, I think, got shot in the head trying to move the gun away from him. He shot another dude, I think, was running.
Yeah, like that guy lost his arm.
So
yeah,
my thing is, all I wanted to know is what is the definition of victim? Because you kill two people, I feel like they're victims, and then but we're not victims is too harsh. We can call them rioters, looters, or arsonists. They didn't burn nothing. There's no proof of any of that.
None of that.
Call them that, and it's a judge saying that.
So
we can use rioters, looters, and arsonists.
But do this happen? This don't happen in other trials. They call us all type of names. It be all type of shit that they go out there to persuade the jury.
That's what I was just about to jump into. If you look at this case right here, and you mirror it to a certain degree with the gentleman by the name of Brock Turner, I believe his name was. Brock Turner raped a woman, brutally raped a woman behind a dumpster in a college campus, and the judge, similar to this judge, didn't want to ruin this young man's life. Gave him 6 months.
I remember that shit. So
what I'm saying is now we got another judge who's already setting the stage for, I don't want to ruin this young man's life. But if it was a different life that doesn't seem to matter, we'd be getting railroaded.
And Rock kind of watered that down because my man that he talking about that raped that chick, they said they had to pull this man off this girl. Like it was like out in the public. Like he was behind something.
He was out there.
People saw him. They said they literally had to physically remove this guy from this woman. I'm like, damn. So you literally trying to get that thing.
You was in.
And you got 6 months, man, where people who have done the same crime as you doing 20 to life.
You got niggas with a weed charge doing 15 years. You got niggas, and I ain't talking no serious shit. We talking about niggas with like maybe 3 grams, two. When we said a dub of weed, and this motherfucker got almost 8 to 12 years for a dub of weed.
But all I'm saying is a judge has the common sense to use terms saying,
John, is that you?
That's my daughter. I don't know if they even pissed my daughter off or something, man. So she's showing out.
Oh,
yeah,
I might have to excuse myself in a few minutes.
When they be using words like loaded with prejudice, how the hell do you see something where you say you can't use victim, but you use rioter, looter, or what? I mean, you already misguided, and there's no proof behind. This is a judge. The thing I think that pissed me off the most is this is the judge saying that. The guy that's supposed to be the smartest person in the room.
They're right.
Like that.
When the lawyer,
here's the thing. But see, hold on. Here's the thing. It's not that it's a problem. The problem is it's not done in other cases like this. You probably would want that to be the case if you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? You probably wouldn't want to hear certain words, but it's like a precedent that is just this particular case that's getting to take the certain words.
Well, I mean, no,
they get to use whatever they want.
But Don, see, the thing is, they have been using loaded words. The point of this is, it got to a point that it was pointed out, like the prosecution is, and this is the prosecution. This is not even one thing that I was piggybacking on what Sim said. This is the prosecutor telling the judge that words like victim should be used or has just as much validity as calling them rioters and looters and arsonists. How can the prosecutor have to remind the judge of something?
But see, the prosecutor. I mean, yeah, he kind of shit. Ain't he throwing himself under the?
That's what I'm saying, because the prosecution.
I thought the prosecutor is the one that's going against Rittenhouse. I thought he has a deal.
They are.
Yeah, the prosecutor, he's trying to get victims in it because
so they saying they try. So it's like they trying to get them on. They trying to make it light.
And that's
trying to make it light, and it's coming from both angles. So yeah,
usually the judge works with prosecution to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
That's some defense shit.
We got a point with
that's some Johnny Cochran shit right there. That's some Johnny Cochran shit.
Yeah, the defense would be whoever's defensive, they love what the judge doing.
They love that shit, but the prosecutor, he's trying to give himself an L.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
No, the prosecutor is trying to help himself out. The prosecutor, he's the one that's trying to put Rittenhouse in jail. That's
right.
Prosecution.
Yeah, but
that's why he's arguing.
Well, hold on. Is he?
No, he's trying to help. He's trying to make he ain't trying to put him in jail. He's trying to make it easier for him to get off. He's trying to make that.
No,
y'all didn't hear the guy?
He said
the prosecutor be able to use
right. The prosecutor. Right. That's what I'm saying. That is the state prosecution who's going on behalf of the victims, who's telling the judge, why can't I use the word victim in describing the people that were shot, but you are allowing the defense to use words like looters, rioters, and arsonists, and that hasn't even been proven legally. So that's what I'm saying. It's fucked up when the day and age when you got the prosecution who's normally working with the judge because they're trying to get you in jail, put you in jail, get you in the system. You usually have a prosecutor working with a judge, not reminding the judge that you're not allowing me to use certain language that's going to help carry my case. That shit is crazy.
That's why this shows what side the judge is on. For this to even be a conversation, it shows you where the judge wants this to go.
That's the hypocrisy.
And another thing with this Rittenhouse dude, for all y'all people that paid this man, because I heard this motherfucker made like millions of dollars because people were supporting him. That motherfucker, he's a murderer, dog. Yeah. Like y'all literally put money in this dude's pocket.
Shit,
he literally went out and killed people.
Hey, the My Pillow guy helped put the money up to bail his ass out. Because he had like $1 million something bond, and the guy from My Pillow put up most of the money to bond him out.
Yeah, that My Pillow guy.
It was trash.
No bullshit. So, it says, like I said, this proves above all the hypocrisy in the world that we live in, you know what I'm saying? And the worst thing, like I said, not the worst, but the most ironic, fucked up thing about it is these were white people who were murdered over Black Lives Matter.
And that part, that puts more on it, but that don't even matter to me, dog, because it's the fact that this dude came over there and killed people.
Sims, what I'm saying is,
if you get killed, you're a victim, dog. I don't give a damn which way you look at it.
No, but I'm saying is he was so blinded by the words of Black Lives Matter that if he drove over there with the intention of murdering somebody behind the cause, they wasn't over there marching for Peter. They wasn't marching for puppies and kittens. They was marching for Black Lives Matter.
That's not shocking. That's not shocking to me because white people. Somebody that believes what he believes probably is more insulted by another white person defending that also. Like, oh, you defending Black Lives Matter? I'd rather they probably shoot the white person before they shoot the black guy.
Oh yeah,
they don't like that shit. That's a turncoat.
Yeah. You get cut off. You get race cut off. Shit like that.
Like I said, that's the thing that bothers me. I mean, besides the victim part. The victim part is just because that's what happens. But like I said, the whole premise behind him going out there and doing that was because they were supporting something that we are part of. It was a black thing. He was no matter he ain't go out there shooting in Boy Scouts for that reason. They went out there to go against Black Lives Matter protesters. Whether they was white,
I'm pretty sure in the courthouse you gotta have somebody that's maybe the head judge or over all the other judges. I'm wondering if they might have had a word with him and like, yo, dude, like, what the hell you doing? I
don't know. You know what? I think in those cases legally, the lawyer may be able to file to have the what's it, voir dire when you have the case.
He can see to get the judge removed. You talking
about or remove it from his courtroom. You can request things like that. Right.
It's an obvious bias there, so fuck that.
Keep an eye on this case because I mean, can I see him get off? I can see him get off with the defense, meaning like he defended himself. And all of that.
But even on the gun charge, he should be.
He got to get time.
He has to go to jail for that, dog. He was underage. He was in another like he had like 2 or 3 crimes right there.
Right. Because he actually had a weapon. Shit, his other state could have charged him.
Yeah,
they could have charged him for
this is why I think they're gonna. This is why I think they're gonna levy something where this might happen. I mean, just throwing this out there, spitballing. But his mother bought him the assault rifle because he wasn't old enough to have it himself. She drove him with the assault rifle across state lines. I don't know I think they're gonna flip this in the way like Roxanne, where they're gonna get. He might not even get to cross in the lines with the rifle because they're gonna say, well, his mother basically bought it for him. So at that point, she was more of an accessory to, or more than an accessory to the crime he committed, even though he did the shooting. But
No, he should be tried for. He should be tried just like we are tried as
I'm just saying the problem with Rittenhouse is the shit he did. If it was black, if they was black, if it was a black dude, it would have just been a lot. This shit would have went down different. Dude, he wouldn't have been able to carry a gun just walking past.
Bro, I mean, the police.
They all would have focused on him.
The police gave him a bottle of water, set him in the cruiser, and then drove him to a spot to go, and he went.
Should they give him something to eat? They got something to eat.
Yeah, got him something to eat and let him go.
Yeah,
with his gun.
Right. Now if that was somebody else, they would have had they putting people away for having a gun, for carrying a gun.
You literally got niggas in jail with 3 strikes, and they got caught with a dub of weed, and they go. So
that's what I'm saying. So his case is not that it's just a lot of shit that they letting slide is unfair. It's like not being able to call people victims. Like that shit don't happen in most cases.
You can't call
that shit 99%.
It don't happen
so it's like
in real life.
His shit is this ain't real. Like this motherfucker should have been. That's when I said he should have been shot. I ain't saying he should have been shot. I was kind of meaning like if it was this was somebody else, they would have shot him. Like there's no way this dude should be able to have that type of weapon, a rifle, assault rifle, walk past.
And we talk about
police.
In the time,
even if they focus their attention on them and saying drop your weapon.
But listen, and this shows you the bias also. At a time where they were being called to the shooting, and it was already was suspected to be a violent protest going on, and they showed up. They was all. I mean, this was like a whole fleet of police cars. It ain't like it was just one guy. But like I said, man, we know how that shit go. Fuck y'all out there, man, who's trying to get his boy a reprieve for taking an assault rifle and having his mama drop him off to go work his aim out on fucking innocent civilians. And the worst thing is, I mean, that's just something I always say, but nothing that was fucked up is those were the only casualties from that night.
Right.
No other, like I said, no buildings burned down, no rioting, no looting, nothing. Just at the end of the night, 3 people dead. That shit is just, and this guy's basically out doing t-shirt ads. That's your fault, Don. You opening this. You out there requesting a drink. And
hold on, man. Hold on, man. I want to say this because like we've been letting this shit slide like the last couple of episodes, man. What's up with the 49ers?
Oh shit!
What's up with 49ers?
No, you know.
We looking bad too.
Can I please?
We've been letting this shit slide for.
Hold on, man.
Dog, you the last person. You the last person to take a shot.
I'm sorry, man.
You know your team sucks when you switch up and you in baseball season.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it, man. Yeah, and he full fledged. Hey, Sims is full. Hey, Sims full fledged baseball. He went back. He normally don't go back to.
He's baseball.
The World Series though.
He basketball.
Ain't been in the World Series forever, dog. That's the World Series.
Hey, our Seminoles did blow somebody out last week.
Hey, Sims, I give you that one, Sims.
I was about to post we back, man.
It's definitely the World Series. For anything, championships, you gotta. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, man said he focused towards his attention on the MLB championships.
Toucan, stop.
Come on,
because my man is also.
Hold on, man. Let me explain this, man.
Shouting out that Chicago's 2-0. The season just started for that. He's already 2-0.
My team. So Jimmy G once again got hurt, and that derailed us. Is the thing.
Right. All right. Okay.
Obviously, my rookie ain't ready. And we went back to Jimmy G.
Yeah, you were talking all type of noise.
Trey Lance gonna be that dude. Hey.
So go ahead, explain that again.
So my 49ers are coming back. Don't worry. We gonna be all right.
Hey man, hey, straight up though, I got a couple of y'all on fantasy though, man. Y'all got
yeah. Well, you got Debo,
man. I got that running back. I got that running back.
And running back did good for him, didn't he?
Yeah. He my starting running back right now.
Hey, man.
I'm actually making a comeback.
Just because the Saints squeaked out some damn win, because I know they might got this Saints shit.
Hey, Rock, I ain't even gonna lie, Rock. Y'all don't look that good, man.
Yeah, no,
I don't know if it's me. Y'all just lucky, man. We look bad. Hey, we look bad. I'm not even gonna lie. We're probably the worst team on podcast right now. I made a post saying we terrible. We the worst on the podcast.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring. That's all I gotta say about that. Let this defense carry Winston. That's all. That's it.
Hey man, y'all skating by right now, man. But it's good. The defense good. I gotta get the defense actually.
And Kamara, hey, y'all can't go wrong with him.
And we brought
Kamara
that big trust. Big trust is back in the building. We got Mark.
Oh, yeah, y'all got on
building.
Y'all got Ingram back.
Yeah,
y'all gonna use him?
Hell yeah, they're gonna use him.
Okay, that's what's up.
And I'm just gonna throw out there. I know that blanket stink like a motherfucker. I'm just
saying. What's the Green Bay score, man? What's the Green Bay score?
10-7. We up.
10-7 Green Bay.
Hey, Dad, we whooped y'all ass last week, man, but we couldn't score worth of shit, man. We couldn't score.
What they ass then?
We whooped y'all ass. We whooped y'all ass the whole game, and just for some reason couldn't score.
That's it. That seems to be always the problem.
Hey, we ain't had no punts or nothing.
I told you all summer it was gonna be your quarterback that was the issue.
No, I wanted to do. No, I would have loved. Our defense actually sucks for some reason. For some reason, our defense
because they probably on the field all damn day because your offense can't do nothing.
Because the offense was bad the last two games. They look all right, but the defense is supposed to be
out. Better get Cam Newton,
butter, man.
I told you what to do.
Cam Newton. It's the defense, man. No, we're not gonna sign Cam, man. He watched, man.
No, they ain't signing. Rivera ain't doing that. Man. He ain't going there again.
He watched, man. He watched, man. I'm sorry. He watched.
He ain't doing that again. He's done. You know, he can go somewhere else. Man.
Hey, if our defense was what it's supposed to be, we'd be better. Like we'd be like the Saints, but I think our offense actually is pretty. Dude, our offense is not bad. I mean, last week for some reason we just couldn't score, but the defense, man.
I am literally gonna buy when we get into one of these things, and you talk about the Redskins. I'm gonna buy me a little prop violin.
Hey, just let him go.
Hey, man, I just want to let you know, man. We've been escaping your team for the last couple of weeks, man. I just want to make sure.
What about your team?
They were happy as hell with that Fitzpatrick signing. They were happy as hell with Fitzpatrick.
I told you that man was gonna play.
Fitzmagic is what they were called.
Hey Don, I told Don and Step that man wasn't gonna play. I told him he wasn't gonna play.
No, but he don't normally be. He don't normally be injured.
He was a waste of money. They should have put that money on some more people. Oh yeah. What's that?
Hey, Rock, why you looking at it like that, man? Man spent $150 eating every meal at Six Flags since 2014 to pay off student debt. This dude is a mogul, man.
I don't know.
Let me explain this story. So this guy was living he went to move to Florida. I forgot, Six Flags in Florida, Six Flags in Florida. What happened was he realized that he worked maybe a few blocks away from a Six Flags, like I said, down there in Florida, doing some shit. But he paid $150 for a year pass. You know, you get a gold pass to Six Flags.
Pass. Yeah,
you get a gold pass to or platinum pass or whatever to Six Flags for a year, and you get to eat at the park, full meals, free entry every day for a full year. So what he decided was that he would eat lunch and dinner at Six Flags every day and use that as his meals, where he didn't really spend money for groceries. He said he all got the idea from a buddy of his that was talking about how he spent $1,500 a month on groceries, and he was single at this time. So he said for 2 years he started it since 2014, but for like 2 years straight he ate specifically at Six Flags. Whatever they had on the menu, he ate it. And he said it basically helped him pay off his student loan debt, save money, and pay off his vehicle. The money that he was spending on groceries and going out to eat every day, he would basically only eat from Six Flags every day of the week where he ate lunch and dinner at Six Flags and, basically went around and enjoyed the whole theme park at the time. But he saved up enough money. After 2 years, he got married. He bought a home. He paid off all his student loan debt. And he says right now to this day, he still gets a yearly pass, but he doesn't eat as much of the shit because, he was still had to worry about getting fat and all the shit you get from eating there. But he said what he would do is walk 5,000. He counted the steps from the entire park. So when he would go there, to exercise it also, he would walk the entire park after he ate a meal. So there you go. The guy's a fucking genius.
Could you do that for? Actually, I had that pass, and you can because we would take the kid. Yeah, you can basically eat a couple of. You can eat a snack. You can eat one. You can eat lunch, a snack, and dinner. You good. Like, I mean, especially if you live around the corner, we got Six Flags. Six Flags ain't that far from us. And you can go every day. You know what I'm saying? You got the pass. It's smart. I mean, I think you could eat it every day. I mean,
well, he said
I could.
He said he really got excited when Six Flags started changing their menu up to a lot healthier. He said because at first, they was just serving like burgers and fries and hot dogs and funnel cake, the normal shit, pizza. He said, but that was what he noticed is over the years, because he was doing it so long, eating there every day, that they started improving the menu. So they would have like turkey subs or whatever the fuck, veggie this, veggie combos and salads. And so he didn't have to eat but so much of the junk.
All I get from this is it's damn ridiculous how much, like what you got to do to get out of student loan debt. Like this fucking it's a shame. It's a shame because that's ridiculous, man. For people to be in that much debt, you got to do some shit like this to be able to pay that shit back.
Bro, I'm telling you from experience. It's a fucking house. You got people you got people that such damn near like me, such as myself, that be having almost 5 to 6 figure digit student loan debt.
It's bull. That's the thing, though, dog. That's the way. That's the illegal. That should be the legal part of it. Is the way they do their interest.
Right.
You separate your loan, and they put interest on every part, and then it compounds itself. Where you might have had like 20,000, that bitch be 100,000.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that shit legal, dog. So that whole school, that education, they need to fix that shit. They kiss my ass.
I need him to show me the bill.
It's a business.
That ain't no business. That's a scam, dog.
That's Uncle Sam.
It's a business, though. The whole thing is
it's a business. Everything about money. Everything about money, man.
It's a racket, man. It should not cost $30,000, $40,000 a semester.
Hell no.
Hey, but hold on, man. Before we even move on to this shit, do y'all believe he really saved this money and paid his student debt off?
He did. Hey, Don, the man really did, bro. He
really think about it. If you with your own budget, if you were able to eliminate food is a pretty significant part of your budget.
Hell yeah.
Since I've been working from home and shit, I've been I haven't been eating out as much. But yeah,
even if you're talking about cooking at the house, it's still significant.
Bro, you got to think some people spend maybe easily $300 to $400 a month eating, and that's the most.
No. That's a week, dude.
Yeah,
I can do that shit a week.
Yeah.
So if I go, I've done that shit like because me and wife here.
No, I'm just saying for a single person. I'm just saying for a single person, not a whole family, but for a single person.
No. Me and wifey. I'm talking about just me and her.
Oh, a single person too. Yeah. I have a customer. I have a customer that spends roughly about $300 a week for our meal prep, just about meal prep.
Right.
So that's three squares, for them. So a week. Yeah. A week they spend that. So,
but factor in lunch too. But see, people don't also factor in. You might eat breakfast, you might eat lunch because it's just convenient, man. That shit convenient.
But that's what I be telling these little young fools at my job. I'm like, dude, y'all start making y'all lunch. You know how much money you'll save? Make you some damn sandwich and get you some chips. Like we go on damn Longhorn.
Yeah, I go downstairs and eat a sandwich. I be like, damn, I told my son this morning. I was like, shit, I'm eating at the house and shit. I'm eating chips and shit. Eating chips and a sandwich. I'm just saying, but typically this would be This would be a Subway or some other
Right.
shit.
So this guy, he cut back on his
Subway,
he cut back on his entire grocery bill. So, like I said, I'm
saying
an
he
example.
got but did he really pay the shit on? He got facts to say, hey, this
yeah.
Because I would take that
now
money.
listen, if you're a student loan,
I would take that money. I got student loans, dude.
Yeah, I'm saying for him,
and I'm not sure if I would have took that money and spent that shit would have just went somewhere else.
I mean,
like
it takes
something else would have filled something else would have filled that void.
Well, I mean, the man had a plan. It was he took a certain amount of distance.
I get it.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying, me personally, yeah, shit. It would something else would have filled because I just would have. Because
no, you need to do better than you should.
Right. If you,
I don't know what else to say.
Hey, if you're willing to put yourself through eating Six Flags every day to take that money and blow it on some other shit that's superficial, you might as well just
fuck that student loan. I already got the degree. Fuck that shit. My shit I already got the job and everything. What you gonna do? You gonna revoke my shit?
You gonna take it back?
I'm good.
You gonna take it back?
What you gonna do? Fuck that shit. I got the bachelor's. I'm good.
You know this the funniest thing about that shit. Because we all think that in our culture community, we realize that it's a certain I would say a certain way we look at debt. You know what I'm saying? So we understand it like Rock understands it as a business guy. Sims understands it because he's the professor. You know what I'm saying? Then you got motherfuckers that might be on me and your level that we might understand that as far as we don't try to put ourselves in a hole by buying a BMW truck when we know we can't afford it. But certain shit like having a $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 worth of student loans, some people like, yo, that shit give you bad credit. That shit is like bad debt. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's kind of looked at and handled, you know. So when you be like, man, fuck it, I got the degree, I feel the same way. Like, what the fuck you gonna come do? Take the degree? But then you be like, damn.
The secret to that loan debt, dog, is you call them, get on one of them damn what they do.
Hey, dude, I've been on them. Exactly.
You said it every year.
Secrets.
Yeah,
don't give up.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
And you make minimum payment
right now. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
hey, listen.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I was saving this money, because I thought about that shit too when I was going. I was like, yeah, this $3 million. The fuck, you probably can live off this shit. You know what I'm saying? But just think about it. I mean, I probably that money would have went somewhere else, man.
I got you.
That motherfucker would have went in a savings account or somewhere else. I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna call them and say, yeah, I'm struggling, man. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, but I mean,
how much? I got $5 on it.
Hey, Don, it wasn't just his student loan.
Let me get that deferment, man. I'm good.
No, but what I'm saying is, it just wasn't a student loan debt. He still saved enough money though to go and get a home. It wasn't just about the student loan debt. It was while he did that, he paid off his student loan debt and he saved enough money where he went and bought a home.
Realistically, though,
I don't believe this shit. I don't believe this shit.
Yeah, what Don said is a lot.
I just don't believe
most motherfuckers with you though, which is bad.
Yeah, I don't believe this shit. This shit sounds a little.
Hey, I got some extra money. I might as well go buy some other bullshit.
Yeah, man, I'm about to do this. This shit sounds a little suspectual. I ain't saying he didn't do it. It just sounds a little.
I got all this money. I might as well go get some rentals.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay this debt on.
Hey, listen, ain't nothing more dangerous than a man with a plan. That's what they say.
If you stick to the plan.
Yeah. Hey, some people do though. Hey, Sims, you can't. It's a lot of people in this world that don't, and it's a lot of people in this world that do, man.
We got one on the damn thing. Right, Don telling you he ain't sticking to that plan.
But
I'm doing some other shit. Hey, it's like when you make more. It's like when you make more money, man. You just gonna spend it, man. End of the day,
that ain't how it works.
Some people don't do that, bro.
It is, man. Hey, dude, you can live good off of $40,000 a year, man.
No, you can't.
50, 60. No, you can't. I mean, you could.
No, you can't.
You know where you live at. You ain't gonna do it up here, but if you live in somewhere else,
ain't no such thing as living good on $40,000 a year.
Dude, if you living down south with a rent, if you living down south where you ain't paying as much rent like you might be paying here, like you gonna struggle here with that shit. But if you go or New York, you gonna struggle with it. But shit, if you go down south, you can live off of that shit. If you come with that plan, you can live off of that shit.
Yeah, you can live off that shit if you go get you a pass to Six Flags.
No, man, you can live off of this shit, man. You can live off that shit, man. Because the rent way cheaper, man. Like it is way cheaper.
It's not that
much. I know you ain't been, Don. I know you ain't. Well, I'm in Greenville area.
No. I got people still. I got friends down there that spend. It has, but it's still like livable, man. Because I mean, come on, man. Somebody down there making 40,000-50,000 is like.
Well, I guess the question, Don, is if you do get a way of getting the extra money, why wouldn't you put the money up and get all the debt paid off?
Fuck that debt.
So I'm gonna tell you now, the easiest way to get yourself out of debt. Take your one bill it's the lowest bill that you have. You know that you have to. Let's say you spent $1,000 on a credit card. You take the lowest bill that you have, you pay it off, and then you move the money that you would have spent somewhere else, Don.
Yeah.
Right? No. You move that money and you combine it with the next bill.
No.
So now
hey man, everybody. Hey, fuck that debt, man. Everybody a car crash away, man. That's it.
Hey, Don, you hey, yo, wait.
Live your life, man. Live your life, man. Don't let that debt stress you, man. Just live your life.
No, make these screens bigger so I can see what the hell you look like when you saying this bullshit.
Hey, I'm talking that shit today, man. Hey, Stephen Love ain't on the show, man.
First of all, I'm gonna say this. The opinions and views expressed on this show are solely those of the host or the actual person that is on the show.
But here's the deal, man. I am drinking a little bit, so I am talking a little shit.
Hey, Don, tell them niggas, fuck your opinion.
Fuck that. No, fuck that. But just like, hey, Chris, but just like you said, it's ways. The student loan shit is shit that you do. You already. I mean, everybody knows. Everybody knows how that shit works. I mean, you do what you got. You do what you can. I ain't just gonna take. I'm sorry. I'm at this point. I'm not just gonna take my extra money and put it on that shit. I would save it before I do some other shit.
But that's what it's like an invest. It's basically you investing in yourself when you do that, though. It's basically that's what you're doing, and that's the best thing you can think of. I'm investing in myself because once you gain that credit and that flexibility and freedom, you can go do more things. Go ahead, Rock, because I can see it in your eyes. It was you ain't getting to finish saying that. Now let's let Rock finish his point. Go ahead, Rock.
Listen,
Rock, go ahead.
Listen, I when I first got married, man, I didn't realize that my significant other, my wife, racked up credit card bills, which then became my bills. And I had to get a financial planner. And it's things that we as people, we don't know these things. We weren't taught this stuff. We weren't, we don't understand debt to income ratio and all that stuff. So Don, I get what you're saying. I respect what you're saying in regards to like the student loan.
Credit cards, man. Credit cards. Hey, get credit cards. Don't pay it. Hey, get that shit. Don't pay it. Fuck all these bills. Hey, fuck all the bills.
That's serious, man. If you understand how to pay off your bills, you'll see every now and then, man. I'll say debt free. Like I have no debt. The only time I have debt is when I make a big purchase on something, on the credit card, and then a couple months later, boom, debt free because I keep that down to a minimum. I learned my lesson. My question for you and for anybody out there really is, are you where you want to be? I don't want to say in life, but do you own your own home? Do you want to own your own home? Are you where you want to be? Because if you're not, getting rid of your debt is going to be,
the quickest way to get there, bro.
Hey, I knew. I started off. I said, listen, Professor Sims and The Rock gonna come with because we got a businessman and we got a teacher here, and I knew I was gonna slightly get ignorant. But I knew Don was gonna be.
Time out. You know what's funny, man? I'm an accountant. That's the funny shit about it. Brother got a 4-year degree, but accounting and finance 2 different things. So at the end of the day,
next topic.
Hey, Don. Fuck that. That's what you said, Don.
It's ways around shit, man. All I'm saying is ways around shit.
Yeah, money.
I'm over here preaching to an accountant. He already know what he's supposed to do.
Am I supposed to?
Well, again,
I mean, you speaking. Am I supposed to?
Well, as
You
I
know what?
said, it depends on where you are with yourself.
And I think
Donald Trump,
for me,
Donald Trump,
I
Donald
think
Trump
all
don't pay taxes.
I
They
think
tell you to pay them. Hey, Donald Trump don't pay taxes. I'm just telling you. At the end of the day, man, it's ways around shit. At the end of the day, I mean,
It's
if you're
got
gonna
me-
stress out, if you're gonna stress out, over that's you. That's you. I ain't stressing out. I live good.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
then you're
I'm straight.
fine.
So it ain't.
hey,
Yeah.
one thing
ain't
I
saying,
think they should
hey,
do.
It's always rooms for improvement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can never get to that final point. You're gonna always try to get. I mean, you always gonna want better.
One thing I think they should put in
Hold on,
all
Chris,
schools
what's
is
that-
financial
what's that-
literacy.
I'm
What's that face you
confused
making,
on what
man?
she said.
Go ahead. Tell me what you feel.
I'm kind of confused. So there are things that you could want and get and all that stuff. Everybody can be good. Good just means you stable at the moment. But if you try
I
to
just don't
prep
think it's
yourself to
ever.
be good,
I just don't think it's ever a point to where. I don't think it's ever a point to where you're gonna be. It's never a level to where you're gonna say you can't be better. It's always room for improvement. That's all I'm saying. It's always room for.
I got a whole map of where me and my wife be going. So we there's places that we want to get to. It takes a plan.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's always room for improvement unless you just ain't. I mean, it's gonna be a disappointing life if you don't have nothing to improve on or something.
But
where you at
in this country, now I don't know if it's about all, but in this country, if you don't have financial literacy, you ain't gonna make so many moves, you know. And that's what that's what the fact of living in such a capitalist country.
We got to the point where me and my wife actually had a real conversation about like later on in life, just getting the hell out of America, because the shit that they got set up here, it ain't really. There's definitely other places to go. So I mean, we've had real conversations on stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm just saying.
I think that they should teach that in school though, because especially black kids, man, they should really teach financial literacy, man, and the importance of that shit.
They're not gonna teach that, man.
Yeah, they're gonna teach that.
Because then kids won't go to college.
Because it's more shit that can take you further if they did teach it.
No,
they're gonna tell you to get your ass off and save money. They ain't gonna tell you how to make money. They ain't gonna tell you what doctors saying about ways to get out of debt. They ain't gonna teach you that shit.
They should.
They'll be like, hey, you need to work.
They're gonna tell you some math. They're gonna tell you some math that you're not gonna ever use in life.
Because and then tell you to go get
calculus. Yeah, I'm still trying to find.
Yeah, calculus.
Yeah, where are you gonna use calculus at?
I've been waiting to use calculus, motherfucker. I've been waiting.
Algebra. Hey, I don't need algebra. Shit, I don't need that shit.
The only time I use calculus is when I'm trying to find the probability of Washington winning. And I think that was the
Hey, that's an astrophysicist. You're gonna need some Einstein. You're gonna need to really break some shit out. You need one of those long white boys.
Hey, Dad, talk your shit, but Aaron Rodgers only got one Super Bowl.
How?
So, I said you can talk your shit, but Aaron Rodgers only had one Super Bowl. I think that's disappointing.
And how many Super Bowls have the Redskins had in his era?
It don't matter. Hey, they got. Hey, I'm about to talk
we got one quarterback and one Super Bowl.
Redskins
I'm just saying.
How many?
Hey, shit. Aaron Rodgers had one more Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. But,
I mean, because it was times when we struggled too, but we got one. Redskins had 8 quarterbacks in the time where this man had one.
They got 3 Super Bowls in my lifetime. I'm good, man.
Your lifetime.
Even though the last one was 11. That's all.
You was 6 years old last time they won.
I hate when I hear you antique Super Bowl people.
Hey, Don, you was
5 years
old. Right, you was
in the football when you were 5 years old.
Right. You can't even wear the jersey of your favorite player from that time.
I mean, watch your team.
You gotta buy that. It's like a Mitchell and Ness. That bitch probably 15
You gotta go get Art Monk or some shit like that, man. Come on, man.
Fuck y'all, man.
That shit probably $1,500, bro.
Hey, you got an Art Monk, right? Hey,
hold on. Rock. This is a Rock hate point right here. Because Rock, I don't know. Actually, I thought it was on this joint. Didn't pop up yet.
Which one?
I'm on the wrong screen.
Oh shit.
We're gonna have to put a thing. We're gonna have to put a thing on him. No drinking and whatchamacallit.
And producing, no producing and sipping.
He's been sipping, boy. He's sipping and tripping.
Nah, man, this an internet this an internet issue. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I
It's an internet issue. RZA says Tupac was more lyrically dangerous. Look at Rock. He hates Rock. Hates
Hold up, man.
Tupac.
I need a definition. I need a definition of what lyrically dangerous is.
So what y'all think of that? I mean,
I don't know what that means.
So first things first. Fuck RZA. He's one of the reasons why I don't like Wu-Tang as it is. All right, I've said this a million times. I hate the group Wu-Tang.
For real?
You hate who?
Hold on.
I rock with certain individuals of Wu-Tang. Ghostface, Meth, Raekwon. That's really about it. The rest of the whole 39,000 chambers of
He hates him even more because he said this, but let him explain it.
I think, was a way of touching us on all of our emotions. And especially on, like, Pac had the power to infuse your emotional thought, like Brenda has a baby, dear mama. But then he had the power to arouse the rebel in you. You know?
Yeah.
And those two things, actually, he was probably more dangerous than Big, Notorious B.I.G. Like Notorious B.I.G., we could party with him to this day. We're still, but Pac was probably going to a point, he was more going into the Malcolm X of things, and society fears that.
Yeah, so he was really good at communicating love and at starting revolutions.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
Very dangerous. And Big communicated love, but he wasn't starting revolutions.
Well, it's interesting to think about what the world would be like if they were still with us, but it's the way of the world.
So what y'all think, man?
Tupac,
You know what?
Hold on. Tupac was a fucking hypocrite. All right. To go with he said Brenda has a baby and then revolution. That's bullshit. This dude was so fake, and all you guys think that this big Black Panther. This dude was a product of some acting school, whatever. And he was 6'9" before there was a 6'9". He's a troll. He was garbage. That's my thought on Tupac.
Whoa. I done went from Don to this. Hold on, man. Time out, man. Time out.
Damn.
He's the reason why the greatest lyricist that ever did it got killed because of his bullshit. This whole East Coast, West Coast shit.
I'm with Rock on that. I'm with Rock on that statement he just made.
But
as far as he's the reason.
But why you just said that is what he just said about him being lyrically dangerous. Tupac can put out stuff, and there's certain people that say things in ways or project things that we follow. Biggie was one of my favorite rappers, period. I love Biggie's music, but he write about Tupac. Tupac can make a song, and it just hit different. It felt more real.
But I don't put him in that lyrical category that he's saying. That's
well, no, I think he's saying it more from an influence standpoint.
Yeah,
but the disrespect,
the
disrespect I just heard about him being compared to 6ix9ine is just incredibly. That's horrible.
He's a troll.
Everybody chose violence today. Everybody see him set the mood on them. Now we got Rock blasting up.
I can't have Tupac disrespected like that. 6ix9ine.
Hey, I would say this.
I can't stand 6ix9ine.
Tupac.
And you know with Sims, if you tell him like he can't get past that shit, like he can't see past 6ix9ine and Tupac. But I get what you're saying, Rock. The troll perspective.
Don, okay, Don. So since I can't see it, explain that to me. What the hell he talking about comparing Tupac to 6ix9ine?
He's talking about the troll perspective, as far as just like his
just being a troll.
What he's saying?
He was trying to get that cloud chasing bullshit, trying to keep his name relevant, trying to put his hit him up and all that bullshit. All that stuff wasn't
He
even
still-
necessary.
He still had
That's for record sales. It
he
was
still-
it was for
hold
record
on,
sales.
dog.
A lot of that shit was for record sales,
Yeah,
man.
but what y'all saying?
And he's talking about
y'all-
from
y'all
he's talking
say-
about from trolling.
But listen, man,
He's talking
that's
about
almost
trolling.
like saying he's tricking people into liking his stuff. I listen to music. That Dear Mama stuff, that's some of the best music I heard. He made that music. That ain't no trolling. That's music. So I mean, Dear Mama alone killed 6ix9ine's whole discography.
You can't. How you gonna be a gangster and be a mama's boy all in the same breath?
Rock, I ain't saying so.
His mama's
So
boy.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean that's dude. You had 50 Cent talk shit about Ja Rule and went and did exactly what Ja Rule did. I mean, come on, dog.
100%.
But I mean that's entertainment. That's what people do. I'm just talking about music wise. If you listen to his individual songs, his songs are on other levels than other artists, dog. Period.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're right.
Other levels, dog. He ain't no 6ix9ine troll. What the hell is that?
He didn't say he was trolling.
But
I know you.
Like
but I know
John said, you on the 6ix9ine, like the rap part, thinking I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He
I'm
can't
not
get over
saying
that.
That's all I can think about with 6ix9ine.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
6ix9ine was all about the trolling.
Hey, Sims don't get past. Sims can't get past the 6ix9ine. That's it. Like that's what Sims. That's his own.
All right,
you gotta phrase that better before you just get it.
But
like this comparison.
In this comparison, okay, when Tupac got shot in the elevator situation where he got robbed and shot,
should have got killed in.
That's fucked up, bro. God damn, I ain't gonna say that. Damn, God damn, bro.
Wow.
Damn, you in the villain.
Yeah, put that shit up.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Hey, but no, let me finish this though.
Hey, everybody has a dude that they just like they don't like.
Hey,
everybody.
But he shot
him in the grave.
The man. No, but listen, what I'm saying is he shot himself. What he did was that situation when he got robbed in the elevator. It came out. The truth was that he actually shot himself with the gun he had in his own waist. They spun that story to make it seem like, Biggie Smalls and Puffy, and they set him up, and it was a whole thing with him hating on Tupac, and it wasn't really the situation. And that's what really kind of escalated that whole East Coast, West Coast beef, and that's what Rock's talking about. Rock is like, if you shoot your own self in the nuts during a robbery, and let me finish, Sam, and you spin that into a story about your so-called rival, and you start a fake beef because the guy never really did these things to you, but for that reason, you spent that into something where you can look like you can basically gain popularity and shit from. That's what
the media didn't have nothing to do with this. The media didn't have nothing to do with this.
No, because Tupac really went on a campaign saying that Notorious B.I.G. and Bad Boy and Puffy was responsible or knew someone that had robbed and shot him in New York City, and that wasn't the truth.
So Tupac by himself caused East Coast, West Coast, and all this shit that happened.
Yeah, hell yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
He did all the spin, the media.
He's the reason. He's the
Tupac
reason.
was the solo artist that did all that.
You hit it.
He's the reason. That's how powerful he was. And what he's saying is true. It was a rap. Come on, man. That East Coast, West Coast was them. Because Big and wasn't really saying much.
There was two
They
coasts.
weren't saying anything.
There wasn't nobody saying nothing from Biggie Camp.
Nobody said anything.
Nah, they wasn't saying
Listen,
much of anything, man.
Puffy, Biggie said he was making songs. Oh, let me, he Puffy.
They harped off of the song "Warning," which was made a year or two prior to Tupac even getting shot. So who shot you? I'm not warned about who shot you.
Right.
That's what
You know that. Hold up. But you know that after the fact, when it was going on, a lot of people thought Biggie made that song towards him.
But
that's all I'm saying, dude. Media has a spin on everything.
That's because Tupac ran his mouth.
And that's the trolling. That's where the trolling part comes in.
Right.
That's why I said,
Right.
That's
what I'm saying is, if a guy you're supposed to be cool with, and you're supposed to be in control of the streets and whatever the situation is, if some real shit go down, and the guy say, "Look, man, I didn't have anything to do with that," but you still go and tell everybody that he had something to do with that, you basically are spinning it. So But listen, as far
So
as
are
his
y'all
lyrics,
agreeing with Rock? I need to understand if I'm in the solo category here. Everybody agree with Rock?
no, I'm
saying
saying, listen,
solo.
what I'm saying, you know me,
I'm
I'm
saying
always devil's
I'm
advocate.
saying I get what he's saying about the trolling. I
Right.
get what he's saying about the trolling.
Now,
And I agree that he did play, like he had something to do with the East Coast West. That was Tupac, man. Tupac.
I can't believe y'all putting all that on Tupac, but it's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How you not putting it on?
He was definitely a participant.
Hey, RZA basically just told you with Pac. With I understand what RZA was trying to say with the revolutionary shit. He actually started like that. That was a movement. That was Pac.
Well, yeah, I agree with Tupac's music because I told you, he say the way he puts the motherfucker had it was.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's the way he raps, dog. That's just him.
But I don't get it. But to me, when I hear lyrical, I think of like the way Eminem rap, the way Big rap. I think of it a different type of way when I say lyrical. But some people get, some people argue just say Pac.
No,
but to me, it's not. Which is why I don't have.
Right.
Hey, and maybe I'm on the I'm gonna be on the minority a lot of times, but
I don't think it's meant the way you
when
say.
I say rappers, he ain't one of my best rappers.
But even when you say lyrical, I don't put Tupac nowhere near the category.
Yeah, he's not one of my best rappers.
Well, he's nowhere near Eminem when you talk about like lyrics like.
But when y'all say influential,
I'm talking about influential. Yeah, I think
Pac.
He's the most. He's
Pac,
one of
he's definitely got
the most
it.
influential rapper. Yeah, he's definitely he's influential.
So in the vote, that will make him more dangerous lyrically than Biggie on the except
not
on
lyrically.
that.
I can't say lyrics.
Well, his lyrics, that's what you know. A lyric is just a song that's written.
They're talking about in direct comparison, Biggie to Tupac. They're not comparing him lyrically to everybody. They said
no. I'm talking about, but when I say lyrically, I'm saying. But when I say lyrically, I'm talking about the way he rhymes. Like to me, when we talk about Eminem lyrically, it's not nobody that can fuck with him.
Yeah,
like,
but when you
rhymes, the way he flows.
Listen, when you think of a lyric, you also have to think of it as what it is, a lyric. It's a written song. It don't be who can flow the best or who you like, whose delivery is who can write a song that has more power and influence by the words than someone else. Now,
but that was more. But that was more with Tupac.
And that's why I say that's
Tupac.
But
that's what I'm way beyond the writing.
Listen, what I'm saying is that's what the point I'm making is. I'm agreeing with you. Tupac, as far as writing songs as a lyricist, had more dangerous lyrics than Biggie because he had more power of influence. Biggie Smalls had more power as far as a lyricist writing songs that, for hip hop. That got you off your ass and put you in a certain zone. But Tupac, as a lyricist, had songs that had way more weight than Biggie Smalls.
You can say the songs from that perspective, but when I say lyrical, I'm talking about actually MC and rapping.
Yeah, no.
But dog, you taking it to a place. But you taking it to a place where you comparing it with everybody. This is just comparing them too. This is just.
I know when I'm comparing them to, I'm comparing them to. I'm saying when I'm thinking when I'm saying lyrical, I'm thinking of the way he raps and the way Tupac raps. That's the way when I hear lyrical, I'm talking about the way they MC. Like as far as like getting on the stage and rapping, like Big had a style, he had a cadence, he had a way he rapped. Yeah, but I'm saying Big would rhyme like he would rhyme words in the line.
Yeah,
and to me that's for me. And again, I'm saying for me. I ain't saying for you. You might look at like you might look at lyric from a different. For you a lyrical might be a different meaning. But for me, I like the way they rap.
I got
that's why I put Eminem because a lot of people not gonna put.
From our community, though, dog, if we in the club and we got Biggie up there performing, everybody gonna be grooving to Biggie. Tupac can turn that motherfucker out. Because with Tupac rap, it hit different, dog. That motherfucker, look, the Dear Mama song is one of my favorite songs ever, dog. The way he rapped that song is more than just the way it's written. It's the way he actually raps. So when he takes Dangerous, I agree with it. Because I feel like Tupac can have a movement. But I just don't think he's not solely responsible for that East Coast, West Coast shit.
I refuse to agree with that. Yeah, I think influential is more of the word, not lyrical. That's just for me.
I'm cool with that. Influential word.
I think he should say he's more influential than Big, and that's where
influentially dangerous.
But when he say
it's him. See, that's the point of that RZA's making. The danger part is his ability to influence others and have that much of an impact. That's why he was saying he was that dangerous.
He was a rapping politician.
I don't think lyrical is the word.
But Don, listen, he wrote lyrics.
To me, lyrical is a Big Daddy Kane. It's a big punch.
But Don, listen.
I don't see why he's sitting on lyrical when it's a direct comparison between two people. It's just
and I'm comparing them. But I am comparing them. But I'm telling you what side that I'm putting it at. I'm putting it at an influential side, not a lyrical side.
Well, that's cool, but I mean,
I think he has a way of rap. I think the way he raps, it's more influential. It is. I think it is. The stuff he raps about, like the stuff he has rapped about, is more influential. But is this somebody that I want to see? You know, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to be in the battle, or it's going to be somebody that you want the style, like the.
I don't know. I don't even see Rock picture anymore. All I see is smoke over there, dog. So I don't know what's going on with him. There ain't nothing but smoke.
He ain't got no fuck dog in his fight because he ain't got nothing positive to say about Rock anything.
And Rock don't like Tupac, and I already put that out there. He don't. Let me see what the people saying. Oh, Rock can say something on the jump.
Oh, I just tagged somebody in the guy that Dash Burnett is the blackout dude.
Okay.
But
like I said, man.
Next subject.
Yeah, next subject.
I did.
Rest in peace to both of them, man. It was some bullshit. They had to go, but. And another thing I want to say about that, I had a thought. Biggie didn't get a chance to have as much as a catalog as Tupac either. If he would have had more chance,
if he could have renounced that shit.
What's that?
I said Pac could have renounced that shit, man.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
But
I'm just saying, as far as the catalog, I think if Biggie would have had a chance to put out as much of music as Tupac, have that type of a catalog, he would have definitely made some shit that would be even more memorable. That's for sure.
But while we still talking about him, like, it's been a long ass time. He's still in the conversation. So he did something right.
Biggie was up there, dog. Like, I mean, there's no question about it. Like, I know that was always that debate, and I actually like Biggie, like me just listening, I like Biggie better than Tupac. But there's certain songs that Tupac made that rank up with any song, dog. Like he was up there, dog.
This is some crazy shit between Boosie and Lil Nas X.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, this shit got real. Because Boosie, what happened, and I actually had the video, but it's not on. It's actually, they take it. Lil Nas said he was fucking around, and he said that him and Boosie was doing a song together. He was saying he got a song with Boosie, and then Boosie came back with this shit. Said
Go ahead. Not just that, Don. Lil Nas X went on like Twitter, or I think it was Twitter.
Yeah, it was a video.
He put up a fake DM conversation that was supposed to be between him and Lil Boosie, where Lil Boosie was supposed to be asking him some gay shit about, you really like fucking men and all that. And that shit was he been basically, it wasn't just the part about him doing a song. He's been doing a little different shit on social media, basically just poking fucking fun at Boosie and just saying all kinds of wild shit. But go ahead, dog.
No, go ahead. I'm about to.
He put stop trolling me, faggot. LOL. You a whole bitch playing with a gangster. Shake my head. You keep sucking dick and getting fucked in your ass in peace. And hashtag you hate yourself. I would too if I was you. LOL Nas X. If you commit suicide, you would do the world a huge favor. Nobody wants you here. That's when he went too far. Boosie must think he got that Dave Chappelle power or something. He just went too goddamn.
See, the thing is, Boosie don't have those big people, behind him, so he can do shit like that. Like he ain't nobody that's going. He already at the level he at. He got his fan base. He good.
Listen. When you say that, if he would have left out that last line, commit suicide. He
shouldn't have said that.
Get him in trouble.
But he still got his. I'm saying he got his fan base. His fan base ain't Drake fan base. He gonna have his same followers. I ain't saying what he's saying is right or wrong, but such. This is what he feels.
So you say you don't think that this is gonna hurt Boosie at all, though?
No. It's not 100 because he's not at that level. He's not at the level of somebody that has a lot to lose, like a Drake or somebody. Somebody with big, like he can do that type of shit and still navigate. But somebody that's selling a bunch of records and somebody that's got this corporate sponsor, he don't have those type of sponsors. Right. He good. He ain't gonna have no issues.
He hood famous.
He's somebody that can say this shit because he got his loyal supporters, and he ain't never been bigger than where he at. He good. He in a good spot.
He ain't commercial. He ain't crossing over. He ain't got that type of money. He got hood money. He got good money, but he got hood money.
Good money. Yeah, good hood money. But
he also got boosted. Now listen, he do got products in stores. He does have products in stores, so this might not hurt him as much as him being able to perform at clubs and him people download his music. But he still has, liquors and different. He does have different things that he's doing in certain industries. He just put out his own film, so it's a lot of stuff that he still got to be careful because you never know who you're working with.
It ain't crossing over.
No, I'm not saying that. Listen, what I'm saying is when you're dealing in certain markets, even if it's not crossover, if you're making movies and you're trying to put them on certain platforms or certain places, if you don't, when motherfuckers stop fucking with you, that shit starts snowballing sometimes. So some shit you thought it wasn't going to affect just happened to run down that line. So you just gotta be careful. I wouldn't say. All I'm saying is the commit suicide part. I wouldn't go far if he want to say, suck a dick or fuck you, kiss my ass. But that commit suicide and nobody wants you and all that shit. That's taking it a bit too far, man. That's a bit.
Nah, it's a harsh comment. Don't get me wrong. It's harsh as a motherfucker. But again, he ain't got much to lose.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, he ain't got much to lose. That's all I'm saying.
Sam say if you don't have anything to do with a serious theory, then
you talk if you can put limits on people and control them or whatever, but he must have crossed the line with his motherfucker to tell him to kill himself. I mean, we probably all done told somebody to kill themselves. That's technically
right. That's what I'm saying.
If I use the words commit suicide is wrong, but I can say kill yourself. I mean, I'll give a fuck.
No, I'm saying that whole comment. I'm just saying. He said the whole. No, I'm just saying. I was just saying that whole kill yourself comment.
It's the cancel culture, man. We talk about this shit.
No, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck that cancel.
It's the cancel culture.
This man on his page, he letting this nigga know how you feel about him. That nigga need to leave him the fuck alone.
Hey, how many people actually said what Boosie said? They just scared to say it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Saying this shit, man.
And Boosie definitely,
and I'm not saying it's right.
Nigga, if we were running 15 minutes, what's the name said Tupac needed down the elevator? I mean, what the fuck? We gonna get on him? That's what I'm saying. Look, I love Boosie right there. You saw that response?
Damn, Rock you said Tupac Rock checked out. He emotionally checked out the whole show.
And how he feel about Tupac might be exactly how Boosie feel about goddamn Lil Nas.
Yeah.
Man.
He discussed.
That's all I'm saying. We need to start bringing that shit back into our real life.
Yeah. When you discussed about some shit, you liable to say some real hard shit, but it just cancel culture.
You know what it is, and I'm rewinding a little bit. When I tell you, like, for me, Biggie meant something, man. Biggie, particularly big boys back in the day, right? Black and ugly as ever. That line right there, that dude just changed the game for me, hip hop wise. I felt even more so in love with hip hop, and to have him lose his life over this dude being a fucking clown, it hurt. It hurt big time. Like his music, I related to every one of Big's songs, man. So to have this fucking guy who's supposed to be this revolutionary, this and gangster that, and then now a soft side, I can't, man. I hate. I don't hate anybody in life. I hate it and still hate Tupac.
We can tell, man. We can tell you hate him. I
feel you on that Biggie stuff you said though. Biggie was different. He was different. I still remember when that nigga first came out and I heard that Juicy. Right. Who this big black ass nigga over here rapping, dog? Exactly. But when that motherfucker started
I remember putting on tape 2 Life After Death, man. That Bone shit, man. That shit was like that shit blew me away, man. It blew me the fuck away.
And like I said, if he would have had the chance to make
and then with Tupac, Tupac did it with Bone. Tupac just did his regular flow. I'm just saying it just was
he did the shit with the gun and hook.
Yeah, but that shit was hard too. But it was like
that shit was hard. But like I said, I understand where you come from, Rock, on that part. I love Biggie. I love this music. I'm just saying, as far as what and that actual, we going back. Well, we already passed this Boosie, he probably gonna fuck Lil Nas up when he catch up with him somewhere, and then really put his career in
Don't
danger.
say fuck
But anyway,
Lil Nas. We don't do that.
but
Pause.
Bro, he gonna do what?
I said he gonna catch up with Lil Nas ass and fuck him up.
What you mean?
He gonna beat his ass.
Hold up.
He gonna stomp him out.
Hold on, you can't even. Hey, everything you saying, Dan, is everything you saying could be taken a different way, man.
And the craziest thing is people use this language has been spoken in the hood for many years, but now
that's what I'm saying. That's this cancel culture, man. This
It's
is
the culture,
shit. That's why I say stuff like this is people say. People say this shit, and not to say it's right or wrong, but you know, it just cancel culture. You can't say shit now, man.
And it's a
living color couldn't make it right now. Living color would be off the air. Motherfuckers like it wouldn't be no.
You said living color,
Jim
nigga.
Carrey. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
It wouldn't be no Jim
Carrey.
Carrey. Eddie Murphy. It wouldn't be no Eddie Murphy. Wouldn't be like it'd be. But come on, man. Think about living color. They could not have a show, man. Jim Carrey wouldn't be as big as he would. It'd just be, they shit went far.
That's why it's fucking weird that I could look at a message like that and be like, good for him, goddammit. Like, say what the hell you feel. Because I get tired of all that little everybody playing.
Tired of that shit, man.
I'm glad this motherfucker just came off his head and told that nigga to kill himself. Hey, whatever.
Even the Chappelle shit. Even the Chappelle shit, man. Like,
damn, y'all
shit.
got cold.
Damn, you ain't got to do it. I'm just saying, kill yourself, please.
You kill yourself, man, and you can get that shit off of just some dumb
Hey,
shit. You know what I'm saying? You can get that shit off of saying some dumb shit, man. Kill yourself.
Hey, I don't know if y'all seen it, but I say it in that voice on that. Y'all seen Dune? Nobody seen Dune yet?
Nah. I don't know if you saw my post. I ain't wasting my time on that.
You ain't even seen it?
My time. The trailer looked like it sucked.
I need y'all to watch it just to know what I just said, though. There's a point where I'm talking
time out. Hey, Sims, we missed what you said.
Yeah, all we caught was this.
You took a freeze. You freezed up for a second. What you
I
said
heard
about
Dune.
No, I didn't know if y'all seen the movie Doom yet, because there's a part of it where I talk where that man could he could say something and make him do it. So I was like, like he said, kill yourself, and the motherfucker got to do it. I mean, he still got an option.
Right.
But
right.
In my eye, I want you to kill yourself. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Damn. Well, now Jack's having fun. That's all. He young.
Because it's just like he was fun. Because think about it, and honestly, just think about it. He on a video saying that Boosie did a song with him. Ain't that fucking with like that? Like that's making Boosie look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically saying so we joining now. So we going against each other. We gonna see who going the hardest. That's what happens. You're gonna go further and further as far as shit goes. But he basically saying that he did a song with him. So
nigga, if you open the door, you can't tell. If you open the door, you can't tell me how to walk through it, nigga. So if you want to stop,
right, that's what I'm saying. This is what happens.
Say what the hell I want.
Moms might come up. Something might come up.
Now instead of East Coast, West Coast, we're gonna have thems and hims going at it.
I must say thems and hims.
Hey, between Dave Chappelle and Lil Boosie, they about to kick. We thought it was gonna be a race war. It's a whole different war about to be in the streets now.
But think about if you was going hard against that shit as Boosie was, and then the dude turned around and said you did a song with him. That's a credibility thing for Boosie. Like that shit. That makes him look like.
That's like that dude. I Am Delivered. That dude.
Yeah.
Talking about
women's.
Adrian Broner was in his DMs.
Oh man. There it is. That you might get. I mean, depending on where you at, you might get shot for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just telling you, like you can't.
Well, you see him. He said keep playing. He said stop playing with them gangsters. So you wouldn't be fucking with Boosie. Boosie ignorant. So
hey, you shouldn't be fucking with Adrian Broner either. He put hands on you, man. Put hands on a regular motherfucker. I mean, he.
Terrible.
All right, let me.
What you got next, dog? Hey, go ahead, Roxy. Adrian Brown will be at your restaurant sitting. We're calling for table.
He'd be getting knocked out. That's what happened to him. What happened to him?
Yeah, he do. He need to get.
You just bringing up all types of LBGQ2 1, 2, 3s.
Hey, Rock, he bringing all this shit out, but then get mad about gay Superman.
I wasn't mad. I just said I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, I was the one like fucking KC.
Hey, you go hear some shit. You go hear some shit you might not want to hear. That's basically what I'm saying. You know, especially if you spring that shit out on me and I don't have, because if you tell me that's what it is, I'm not watching it. But if this shit happens and I'm just watching it, oh man, Superman, this is great. It's great.
It'll get weird.
That shit happens.
It gets weird if Superman say something like cheeks. I'm like, oh,
right. Nice cheeks. What the fuck, Superman? When he come with that?
This Floyd shit ain't even playing. The fuck.
Damn. See, that's how sometimes you had that, you know.
Hey, Floyd, I saw this video already. Floyd Mayweather, man, he is one of my favorite fighters. This is one of the things where you like somebody for what they're good at and don't like nothing else about them.
It's more like I said something today, Sims, to a customer, man. We were talking, and this situation for Floyd, like this, you picture. I love Floyd too, but then when you meet him on something like this, it makes you be like, "Oh,
hey, hold on, what up?"
Yeah.
You get. Come on. Hey.
Yeah, bro. Floyd's a
Back up. You get. Hey.
What? They said he had paid
So even from an entertainment standpoint,
you end up meeting your heroes, and your heroes disappoint you, bro. You know what I mean?
Nas had a song called "These Are Heroes." You don't know if you ever checked that out. You know what I'm saying? But Nas got a song called "These Are Our Heroes," and if you listen to it, that should explain this perfectly, 100%. Floyd say he ain't shaking no man's hand who got it.
So is Floyd wrong for that? Is he wrong for that, or
I mean, you know, let's put to you like this.
Or does he have a right?
Here's what I'm gonna say. What is dude gonna do to you that has nails? You know what I'm saying? The fingernails. It's the same way back in the day. I'm not touching that guy. He has HIV or whatever. You know what I mean? You can't get anything from the dude unless you running rail Johnsons in the back. So what difference?
But don't you? But time out. But don't you got that right though?
I'm just saying.
You separate shit.
He's a public figure. He's out in public. He's out in public.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He has fans.
Right.
So this man happens to be a fan of his, and he approached him.
And my thing is, Floyd, Don. But another thing is, Floyd wouldn't stop him from buying a ticket to his fight.
Exactly.
Because he got painted nails. He'll take that money. That's all I'm saying, though, Don.
He don't have to buy that ticket either.
But from the standpoint you saying, obviously you're right. He has the right. I mean, he has the right to not want to do that. It just makes me thinking, like, what is his mindset? Were you scared of? You a boxer, nigga, and you really scared of somebody with painted nails? Right. Like, what he gonna do? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna slap you around or something because he got painted nails, nigga? Like, come on, dog. That was some bullshit. And I mean, look, that's just bullshit.
It's the ignorance, man. It's really the ignorance. I'm telling you guys now, we have come way too far to see stupid shit like this make us look even dumber. Like, this makes us look cavemanish. Where this guy, what is he like? Sam said, what are you gonna do? What's he gonna do?
To Floyd Mayweather and his big ass bodyguards.
Hey, it's just like it's like you go to people's house sometimes. They don't want you to have shoes on. And you gotta respect that. That's their rules. It don't mean nothing. I'm just saying. I'm saying if somebody say you don't want, if it's rule, I'm saying if this rule is that he don't want to sign autographs for.
So you know what you do? You know what you do? You know what you do?
Because maybe he don't. Time out. Because maybe he don't. Maybe he don't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's like he don't want his kids to see some shit like that.
And you know what you do?
You know
you just shut your mouth and you keep walking. That's a sign that you don't want to sign an autograph.
Yeah, shut your ass up and walk by, nigga. You ain't gotta say.
So how on one end you can have freedom of speech, but then when you have freedom of speech, now y'all taking it away. I'm confused with y'all a little bit. I'm in a little conflict with y'all.
It's not a thing about freedom of speech, bro. It really is not about freedom of speech. Anybody can say anything they want. Don't mean that it's right to say it.
Hey, but Boosie on one end can say what he said.
And don't mean that.
I'm not saying. All right, so I'm saying what makes Floyd, what makes it wrong for him saying if that's his rule, that's something that's his shit.
Because it's stupid.
It's stupid to you. It don't mean it's stupid to him.
It's
like that's his. That's.
Don, if your rule as a professional boxer,
that's his moral. That's his.
That's where you draw the line is painting nails.
That's his morals, man. But that's it. But I'm saying that's his morals. Like you.
What morals are they? Explain
that's
that moral.
his. I'm saying. I'm just saying he don't. That's what he believes in. That's his shit.
So what if he had clear nail polish on? Would he been good?
Which I'm sure that Floyd probably rocks.
But he probably don't like nail polish at all. That's probably something that's a pet peeve to him.
You see what rabbit hole you got to go down to defend this nigga?
Like I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like that's it. That's his take on it. Dan, what's up with you, man? What you think, man? What you think on this subject matter?
I think Floyd was like, fuck him. He didn't want to take the time to stop and do that shit. So he just happened to see something on him that stood out. It was enough for him to just say, no, I don't feel like doing that shit. That was just a bullshit excuse because he didn't want to shake that kid's hand. He didn't even want to stop and fuck with him in that capacity. Because I'm sure if that would have been an entertainer, like he meets plenty of rappers and entertainers.
He done probably
So Mayweather's passive aggressive is what you're saying?
I'm in that instance where he didn't really want to be bothered with that dude. He just didn't want to be fucking bothered with him.
Yeah, if he was straight up, but if he was straight up, he'd be like, look, man, I ain't doing an autograph. And he just walked back.
Yeah,
why would he cheat his fingernail?
I'm saying that, but you know, sometimes people might shoot somebody a line of bullshit just because they ain't want to be bothered with him, no matter what it was. It was just he ain't want to fucking stop and be bothered and fuck with it and be bothered with the kid to shake his fucking hand. I don't know if it's because he had nail polish, because I'm sure if he met fucking Jaden Smith or one of the motherfuckers in Hollywood that be straight, or Tyler the Creator, whoever the fuck that be rocking fingernail polish or toe polish or whatever, he ain't never really stopped and said he got a big issue with it. He just ain't want to be fucking bothered with that kid, and he ain't want to take the time to stop and fucking shake his hand. Then he just looked and was like, oh, you got nail polish, so I ain't fucking with you. I don't know. It might have been black. I don't even know what fucking color nail polish the kid had. So I'm just saying that was just a situation where clearly Floyd just ain't want to be fucking with him.
So we're talking about money, right? Back with the other person, Boozy. It's not going to mess up his money. Just that something like this can mess up.
It ain't gonna fuck up Floyd money.
Hell no.
I'm not.
It ain't gonna fuck his money up.
It can. All right.
Floyd straight just selling tickets.
Nah, dog. You tripping because Floyd Mayweather don't fight no more, dog. So he got to deal with.
Dude, he's fighting exhibitions, dude, and making the same money. He's fighting.
Floyd Mayweather is owning. He owns hotels and property. Yo,
he can do that.
He ain't got to worry about no money.
That crew can mess up some of Floyd's.
They're not fucking boxing a whole different audience.
I feel like gonna be boxing much longer, dog.
First of all,
dude, he can do an exhibition right now.
He's doing shit with his money where they ain't even going to influence that. It ain't like he out here selling bags of Doritos.
It's a different audience, and he can do shit like this.
He's on a whole different plane where they not. If they come for him and say, "Well, Floyd Mayweather is homophobic," and all, he don't even have to give a fuck. He ain't got.
I don't really care about the money side. I'm just saying from the person side. Like it just looks ignorant. So y'all can say that he got some weird.
I'm not saying. Hey, I'm not saying.
Listen. He got some weird ass rule where he don't deal with. I mean. Apparently, he ran a lot of guys with painted fingernails.
Hey, Michael Jordan.
So I guess he specifies. But I don't mess with those guys. I mean, that's weird, dog. That's all I'm saying.
Michael Jordan don't like taking pictures with dudes. That's his rule.
Okay,
what you gonna do about it?
But he ain't saying to the guy. He ain't saying to the guy, you know, hey, you got lipstick on, or you know,
hey,
you got a hairy chest. I don't like hairy chest.
He just says my rule, dude. I don't mess with guys like that.
But that's your rule, though. You got a like that's your rule. Michael don't
take pictures
with dudes. He don't like taking pictures with dudes. He told Chameleon that shit. He's like, I don't take pictures with dudes, man.
So Michael Jordan ain't got no pictures with dudes.
No, I'm saying he told Chameleon that.
Listen, but that's what Sims. That goes.
And I'm talking about, and I know, and I worked at Congressional Country Club, golf club, and the guy, he took a picture with it's a guy. He's a golf professional. He has a wife that worked there too. He said the same shit kind of. So I was like, that was funny when I heard that because he basically put him on the other side and put the wife next to him. So I was like, damn, that shit crazy. So I'm just saying, but that's his rule. I mean, it is what it is. Hell, somebody can say he's sexist, but he can't take pictures with dude. You a dude. So I'm just saying, you can always make a case for some shit like that. If somebody smell like ass, you gonna take a picture with him? No, that's your, hey, fuck that. You gotta be clean if you gonna take a picture. I'm just saying that it's your rule. You have your rule. Dan got his rule. I got my rule.
Right.
You got your rule.
You know what?
You might not take pictures. You might not take a picture with some. You might not take a picture.
So I'm just saying, if Floyd had said to the guy, yo, you smell like ass, bro. I ain't taking a picture with. Every one of us would understand that. Yes.
What if he ain't got no? But what if the dude that smell like ass can't afford? I'm just saying, like, you can always make
water.
What if he can't afford to take a bath, man? I'm just saying, what if he just somebody that just don't have it? You just happen to run into Michael Jordan. Now he's being picked on because he's homeless. So I'm just saying, man, it's always like if that's your rule, that's your rule. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying
if that's his rule,
right.
Don. If that's his rule, that's his rule. But me, I'm just saying, I don't think that's his golden rule. I just think that he just used as an excuse not to get that kid a handshake.
That's possible too, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying.
I'm saying, Michael Jordan be like, I don't like taking pictures with dudes, but he'll take a picture with Barack Obama, and he's a dude. He'd be like, yo, you gotta get Michelle in here. Like everything, we've seen Michael Jordan with plenty of pictures of guys doing shit, golfing or whatever the fuck. I mean, maybe he don't take it as fans pictures, but you know, like I said, that was Michael Jordan's face.
But yeah, maybe he pick and choose. I'm just saying, like, but that's him. What you gonna do? Fuck you, Jordan. I ain't watching no Bulls games, motherfucker.
Hey, I got a story. I got a story based on that. I'm gonna tell you about a buddy of mine. I got a guy. We call him Big Whites. His name Chris. He's about 6'4", 6'3", about 6'3", 6'4". And he's been there. You know, he was one of those early. You know, he had a growth spurt early. Growth.
Damn, man. Hey, just skip that word.
Sometimes I get my trees. I'm sorry, fellas. Sometimes I get my trees. But he had a growth spurt early. So when one day, this is when Karl Malone and Utah Jazz were in the city, his aunt, who had some pull, got him into a restaurant where the Karl Malone and the guys were having dinner. He walked to the table. Now, mind you, he was about 6 feet. At this point, he's about 6'1", 6 foot, but he's like 14 years old. He asked Karl Malone for his autograph. He said Karl Malone, because of his size, thought he was a grown man, looked him up and down, and was like, fuck no. Hey, don't you see me having dinner? And Chris was like, he just broke his heart. He said, ever since that day, he'd be like, fuck Karl. But this is a true story. Ever since that day, when we talk about basketball, if you say the name Karl Malone, first thing you'll scream is, fuck Karl Malone. And he was like, the only reason he think he know he did that, he said, because he didn't know he was a kid. So I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe there's some people do like Don said, maybe some people do have rules in which they just don't want to be approached on certain.
But I agree with you too, though, because motherfuckers probably just don't want to do shit sometimes. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Hey, my kids might ask for something one day. I'm gonna tell them no. Why? Say no.
I mean, we can.
That's it.
Ultimately, he can do it. He can always say and do what he wants to. That ain't the debate. I mean, he can say what he do what he wants to. I'm just saying it was some bullshit. It was kind of ignorant. Yeah. If anything, ignore him and just keep it moving, dog. Don't do. What if that dude got a room full of your pictures and follows you to death, and one of your fans, you done said some stupid shit like that, and now you just shot down that fan. Sometimes that type of stuff happens. Huh?
So what? So what?
I mean, I feel you. So if it's gonna be so what, then just keep it moving, dog. Don't even say nothing. Just keep it moving.
Hey, you can box. I mean, he can box.
It sounds like he damn near had.
If you don't want to see the fight, then fuck it. It is what it is. That's how Floyd thinks. Shit, you don't want to see my fight? Fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fight.
Floyd Mayweather wants you to pay that pay-per-view.
He don't. I mean, I ain't gonna say he don't give a fuck, but he know people. He got his audience. He got his audience, man.
And no matter what, it's gonna be some dudes with painted toenails and fingernails that's gonna pay to see the fight or go to see it because they're gonna be wanting Floyd to get his ass whipped, and he's not gonna lose, and they're gonna be mad.
Hey, that's another fan that might pay to watch the shit because they want to see you lose. You gotta have haters too. So at the end of the day, motherfucker don't like it. They gonna pay to see you lose.
Fuck your opinion.
He just don't happen to lose.
He says some shit like that to me, but I be like, well, fuck you, boy. I just be like, you a little ass. I done seen that man in person. He a small motherfucker. I'm like, yo, fuck you, Floyd.
You a bitch.
You a bitch.
What woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along?
I saw this shit.
Hey,
like
Dan, hold up, Dan. Hey, hold up, Dan. What is this? What the fuck?
This is what my face said. That what the fuck is going on here?
I need to know blind date as in never seen them before, or the guy was blind. I mean, that's what I need to know.
A blind date?
No. So here go the article right here. So it says,
yeah, it was in China. That's what it was.
Oh, it's in China. Okay.
She ain't talking about phone.
She invited 23 of her family members on her blind date to test the generosity of the man she was set to have dinner with, and it backfired to the tune of thousands. Why would she do that? I'm out. Like when I seen the 20, when I seen the 23, I'm out. I'm not even eating dinner. I'm out. Who paying for this? The first thing I'm saying, who supposed to be paying? I'm asking off the break. Man. We separate checks, right?
You know what you gotta do? You gotta go to the bathroom. When you go by the bathroom, stop by the what's the name? The table, waitress table. And you tell them, look, that chair right there, that's what charge whatever's to that chair. I don't know what the fuck the rest of the
This is an immediate walkout. This is an immediate walkout of somebody that you want to blind date with come in with 23 folks. I'm out.
You ain't even gonna sit down and eat down.
Fuck. Yeah.
Why? He did it.
I'm getting
23 people for.
Hey, I'm questioning him for staying because I'm getting the fuck up out of
because he just ate. And then he got the fuck up out of there. You ain't no questions. He did what he was supposed to do. That's a W in his column.
I don't want that question. I don't want to be taken to court and then the judge make a decision that.
I don't like the way they wrote the title though, because my thing is it's almost in a way of blaming the guy.
Yeah,
stuck her with the bill, bitch. If you bring all the motherfuckers, obviously they must have been paying for their damn self anyway. What the hell? Why would I be paying Why would I be going on a blind date spending $3,000? That's the question.
She said, "Test his generosity."
Hey, hold on, yo. But down in this paragraph, it said, although he initially agreed to pay for the date for the two of them, all changed when she brought along almost 30 extra people. As a result, he left her and her family with an incredibly large $3,100 bill after telling them they should pay, and they refused. I mean, shit.
Right.
I mean. Yeah.
Listen, because his ratio looked good.
I don't even want this date. I don't even want this date.
Hey, Don, listen. He looked at it like, fuck it. You know what? He probably was like, hey, this is great. I meet her. He probably was being a nice guy about it. But then when it started getting down to the bill, and he noticed there wasn't nobody pulling, you know how that bill get passed around. So you can imagine them coming to the table with that bill, and they go around the whole table, and he looking like, what the fuck is y'all looking at me for?
Who can find 20-something people to go on a date with?
Fuck this date.
That night.
I'm uncomfortable if she brought one person. Fuck this date.
I mean, you got to set that up almost like a damn get-together or something. I mean, that take flyers and shit. I need 23 people to come with me.
In certain cultures, they already have they do have 23 people on hand in certain cultures. Black folks, they'll be like, man, you should have called me Thursday. We got shit to do. Some countries, some cultures, families are very close. So it don't take much to get 20 motherfuckers together. You know what I'm saying? So, but that was just her dumb ass fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm a main man. I'm signing off. I'm gonna sit and eat though. If I'm hungry and I'm sitting there enjoying myself, I'm good. When the bill,
I'm out. So you comfortable with somebody you just met bringing 30 people? Like you ain't you gonna
listen, man.
Yeah, I'm a very social, jovial person. If you have,
hey man, stop it. There's two things that's happening. As soon as I sit down, I see all these motherfuckers come in there. First question, who are they? Oh, that's my family. Second question, why'd you bring them? Oh, they gonna be part of the day. Third thing, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up. If I already planned to sit and have dinner that night, then I'm sitting.
I'm gone after the first question.
Oh, I'm gonna just go to another restaurant. I'm still eating my dinner, and this ain't gonna be with her dumb ass.
Separate check here.
Right, that's all. I'm with Rock. Hey, Rock, I'm with you. I'm gonna enjoy the experience, but I'm going to
be at your restaurant. I'm be at your restaurant. You gonna see 23 motherfuckers come in there. I'm gonna get my ass up and go to another table. And they must be doing what they're doing over there. I'll bring my food over here.
Hey, that's what he did. Hey,
Unless she got big brothers that you know, like the bully big brothers, and they tell you sit down, sit your ass down, motherfucker.
I'm gonna eat. Hey, listen, I'm
about to sit my ass down over at this table.
I'm gonna eat.
Sit your ass down
and go. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna sit down, eat, enjoy myself. Conversation with her and the whole family. But like I said, when the bill comes, I want a separate check. When they say they ain't paying, I'm doing the same thing. He did. He didn't take a loss. That's all I'm saying. He said they had dinner with her. He had a cheap, and then when the shit came,
he lost a whole lot of time. That was a waste of time. That's a waste.
Hey,
what's gonna happen when he want to get some ass? He gonna have 20 motherfuckers in the room?
No,
bring
obviously,
the pretty ones to us, please.
It's like I said, it was the first blind date, man. You know, and we don't even know how it is over there in China. That might be some shit they culturally, different.
No, man, that isn't it because we saw the title. That motherfucker dipped on her ass.
No, he dipped after the check came. He said,
"Hey," because he don't do that. They don't do that shit over there. That motherfucker ain't about his
that ain't part of the culture.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying him paying for the meal. I'm talking about the amount of people. So
now in my single days, if it was a blind date and you had 3 females with you, and it was like, well, how we do the check is how we do the intimacy. I'll be okay. Check everybody. Everything on me. we all out.
Well, but that's some crazy shit. That is definitely what the fuck is going on here, Mona. Sorry, she got stuck with that bill. I wonder, was that you know what? And I guarantee you, at least 300 of that was fucking gratuity.
Yeah, I was about to say because that's probably got to be the whole shit. It's probably more than that. 3,
And Rob, let me ask you, as a restaurant,
that's the guarantee.
What's the gratuity on this bill? When somebody come in your restaurant, they got this bill. What's the gratuity?
That's guaranteed.
20,
that's the guarantee.
25%.
18. That's the guarantee.
20-25%.
Shit. Guaranteed. But think of it this way, dog. You sitting there at your little table. When it's just 2 of y'all. It's a small ass table. Then that thing, they got to put all the tables together. You got this big ass long, goddamn look like a goddamn cookout table. They go all the way down.
Banquet style. 23 people. That's a banquet.
They probably done moved your whole room. They put you in a whole other room.
Hey,
you ain't got no candles no more.
Look, from the story, he kind of was with it until the check came. That's why I said, man, hey, my hat goes off to that guy. I'm adventurous, man. If that happened, I'm not gonna get up and leave. I'm enjoying myself. But that 3,100 plus gratuity is it.
I'm adventurous and all. I ain't paying for it. Fuck that.
Legally, can you force somebody to stay there? Like if they all was like, well, we leaving.
Listen, you in my place, somebody paying for this shit.
So from my standpoint, like what Rock said, like if I'm paying for my shit, I mean, here go the money for mine. Them motherfuckers need to pay for them damn selves.
So at that point, ain't nobody leaving my place. I'm Joe Clarking it.
Shit, you got to be strapped up though. That's 20.
I'm Joe Clarking it. We call him PYOPod.
Rock, you can't do that, man. You just got the award and shit. You can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, 20 people. You might have to prepay some shit.
I'm getting the strap. Hey, Don, I'm getting the strap. If it's 23 people and y'all trying to walk out on the bill, I'm getting the strap. I'm getting lock the door, get the strap.
Knock on wood. I haven't been in that type of a situation at all.
Right.
I wouldn't know as on a business side what I'm supposed to do.
Hey, what if it's all hood? Hey, what if it's all hood folks though? You know that bill getting up there. You already know what it is.
I'm calling the police. The police already in the parking lot.
Don't get it twisted. Somebody's near the door. Somebody's near the door.
Well, I thought restaurants covered themselves with that, where they automatically put a card on file.
Not necessarily.
Oh, well, that's what I'd be doing.
Let me rephrase that. Again, I have been in that type of situation. If it's a large party, normally what you may do is say, what we need is for security, have a card on file. So that's but that card on file don't necessarily mean much.
I'm gonna milk that bitch. I'm gonna get every penny off that motherfucker. Hey, but I don't know about Hey, y'all got me scared today because there've been multiple topics and it always leaving somebody dying. You got
Hey,
straps
dog.
killing
If
on
it's some hood
elevators.
shit,
I mean, I know what's going on with y'all.
if it's some hood shit, like we talking about a Young Thug or Lil Wayne tour bus, I hate to be a whole hoe about it, but while they eating, I'm definitely calling whatever county I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm
you
calling.
got.
The sheriffs is outside. Okay, the
That's a
sheriffs is
damn
outside.
shame,
They're gonna be
dog.
like, you a whole ass thing. I'm
Hey,
like,
you have to call them on the slide or some shit and have
Yeah.
them pop up in that joke just to show face.
Hey, dog, when the
Let's call it,
complimentary.
hey, man, Mill. Hey, so who's Mill? Who? So the Mill's free, right? They
Hey,
come in that motherfucker. So the
when
Mill's free, right?
when the
Hey, come over here
complimentary
right quick. Let me talk.
dessert, now this is what I do. When the complimentary dessert come out, then that's when the folks is already lining up outside. Like, listen,
They
you pay
running
the
you.
bill.
Come on, this
You pay the bill. Is I'm gonna walk out with you, shake your hand, thank you, congratulate you, take pictures with everything. But if you don't pay this motherfucker, then what can you do? Somebody be like, you a whole ass nigga, Toucan. You gonna call the police and have
Nowadays, all you gotta do is put them on Twitter.
put them on. Hey, just videotape the whole
Just
joke.
take a video of leaving. These motherfuckers didn't pay their bill. That's some bullshit. That's Lil Wayne. That's call them all out.
That's fucked up. Then you end up getting your ass whipped on Facebook
That's
Live,
reality, though. I
Instagram
mean,
Live.
that's the way shit goes. Nowadays.
I'm suing.
They say they ballers, but they running on their bill.
You ain't there with your ass whipped on Instagram Live. All you gonna
Be
see
right
is
there
this
filming.
phone
They
flip.
say they rich, but they look at them leaving on their bill.
And you know the phone joke when the phone just go and the shit just go blurry and shit. Every damn thing. Next thing you know, you gonna be on
Hey,
next
then
interview. You bad day left.
Hey, then I'm definitely getting the money because I'm suing like hell. Get my ass whooped.
Yeah, I'm suing. That's what I said. I'm about to sue, but you do that video, you get that ass whooped.
I'll be right there ready for the ass whooping. I got
That's all you gonna see.
They gonna break. They gonna take your iPhone. And
They'll be like, yeah, this is yeah, he rolling, he leaving.
Slim. Hey, Slim. Hey, Slim.
Yeah, man, sad. But hey, listen, no dining and dashing, man. It's 2021, man. No dining and dash. I mean, especially with COVID, I don't know how many motherfuckers really out there dining and dashing nowadays. But don't do that shit, man. You know,
all the cameras nowadays, you can't even get away with that shit. You can't even nigga knock no more. They got ring doorbells and shit.
Yeah, I don't. That dining and dash shit. I don't know how bad it is.
Shit we used to get away with, you can't even get away with no more, dog. Everybody got a camera.
And let me tell you, the craziest shit is nowadays they'll do shit where they'll walk in stores, grab an armful of shit, and walk out. But they'll sit down and eat a meal and at least pay for that. So, amen to that. No dining and dashing, man. Respect Rock and all the business owners and people that own restaurants out there, man. No dining and dashing.
Right. You can't do a lot of shit, man.
Dine and dash the wrong place, you get your ass whooped.
They gonna come back and repo that trophy. Give me that goddamn trophy back.
You know what though? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think my customers, because we're close knit, community wise. So everybody I know, just about everyone. If it was some strangers out there and trying to dine and dash, I know my customers would tackle them outside before me.
They gonna be on the cameras and they gonna be like that. We got you, Rod. We got their tag.
Hey, don't do it.
License plate. We got everything.
That's what you need, man. Community. Hey, you know what thing I want to talk about, Don, that I didn't get to talk about? I know we about to get up out of here because we already almost 2 hours in. Did you guys hear about that school in Louisiana where they was having, I almost said, like 23 expulsions for fighting, and the fathers got together and they went to the high school. Yeah, and they went to the high school and basically calm the students down, and kids stopping fights, and because they was just multiple. It was just a war zone, but a group of fathers.
Dad's on duty.
Right. And a group of fathers in Louisiana got together and they started actually patrolling the grounds of the schools and the high schools, man. And the kids are fighting. The teachers saying everybody's like back to a decent learning environment, man. So I just wanted to say shout out to them for those people who watched the show.
Safe learning environment for students at Southwood High School in Shreveport, Louisiana. Over 3 days, 23 students were arrested for fighting. These brothers knew they had to step in, so they decided to come together, roam the hallways, and let's just say bring a little bass to the hallways. Joining me now, the founders of Dads on Duty. We have Michael Lafitte II, Zachary Johnson, Michael Morgan Sr., Tracy Harris, David Telsey III from Shreveport, Louisiana. Gentlemen, glad to have y'all here.
All niggas ain't walking the halls.
You know what? As I was sitting in the break, I immediately thought about
the school ain't bad enough. What y'all think?
What'd you say?
I said, what y'all think, man? You think they can do? You think you can do that? Where you at?
I give these guys credit, man. They did it. You know what?
No, I give them credit for it.
You got a brave man in there. He's a Saints fan, so I mean, respect.
But I mean, yeah, I get it, but it's just, you know.
Listen, as men, you know, as long as you got the heart to prove that you're willing to, you know what I'm saying, show a level of solidarity. Yeah, they showing it right here, and they said it's like a group of 40 of them where they actually starting to go into having different, you know, it's all one thing, but different groups going to different high schools and really curtail the violence. And the students themselves, I mean, I know it was just for the interview, but a lot of students themselves saying that they felt a certain change in their behavior and the way that they carry themselves just because they had grown men around that actually gave that much of a shit to, you know, participate in whatever, because, you know, they go into conflicts, anything in school that's considered a conflict, they deal with things like that. So it's not just roaming the hallways, you know, with a badge like you're a therapist. It's also them becoming more involved in the conflicts and, like I said, things that go into schools that cause the fights. But go ahead, if you want to play some.
Notice how the Saints fan isn't in uniform though.
The only one that ain't in uniform.
That is his uniform.
That is his uniform.
Everybody got the damn shirt on, but not the Saints fan.
Well, I'm saying they had to make extra material for one guy. He's without.
Started in that when you had some brothers who protected black neighborhoods from the Klan. They were armed, and there were deacons of defense chapters that were all over the South that protected civil rights workers fighting Jim Crow. In this case, y'all said, okay, y'all want to keep acting the fool? Let's see if you do it with us in the hallways. Who first of all said, I need to call these brothers together and let's do something? So how did it first start?
Thank you, Roland. It initially started by after the call out of all the negativity that was going on in the media at our children's school. So I sat down and I realized that, you know what, we're not going to allow this to happen. We're not going to allow this to continue to unfold. So I sent out a text message, made a few phone calls to some of these active fathers that I see at the campus all the time to see, you know, exactly what is it that we can do to help navigate us through the things that are going forward. So we set up a meeting at a wonderful place in downtown Shreveport called the Office Hub, and just came together with a plan. We put that meeting together on a Sunday. We were boots on the ground that Monday.
Okay, so first of all, how did you also get into the school? There are a lot of schools
that don't
allow parents and others to roam the hallways and do things along those lines. And so how did that happen? How did they embrace that? And exactly how long are you there at the school? You're there in the morning? Are you there all day? You're in the afternoon, after school?
So our way of getting into the school has stated that we are active fathers who are at the campus all the time. So we're not strangers to the campus. In addition to that, the principal at Southwood High School, Dr. Kim Pendleton, has a great open door policy. She welcomes these type of programs on the campus, and that's through the leadership of Dr. Lamar Goree, who is our superintendent of Cattle Parish Schools. So they welcome these type of programs, positive programs, onto the campus. So it was simple to be able to get in there. But once we got there, we knew that we had to do what was needed to take back our campus.
So there we have it.
Yeah.
First of all, take that damn Houston Astro jersey off the damn screen. You're jinxing my team, bro.
I knew you were going to say that.
I actually like Roland Martin, but I don't like his ass liking the Astros.
Okay. But yeah, this was deep, bro. Like I said, it's a lot of times that we always have conversations. We be like, you know, we need to take our communities back and do things of this nature, and it's good to see brothers that do this. What you said, Sims? These niggas ain't got no jobs. I guess not. Like that, this is their job.
I mean, that dude.
Who that patrol school hours all day? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's just actually hard to. It's actually hard to. I mean, like they was asking, you know, can you get? How do you? All right, are you able to get on campus? It's actually hard to get on campus at this point, man. Like they won't let you. But I guess it's always ways around it, especially if you're cool with the principal and some shit. Or,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they already been doing this and they probably already were active at the school for different things. You know, it's always parents, whether it be the mother or the father, you know, that's always active at the school for certain things. And I guess, you know, like you said, they had the time. So my hat goes off to these brothers. I don't really have nothing negative to say about that. Maybe a lot of our kids in school need this shit. You know, some of them grow up in homes without fathers, so if somebody's there to help keep the shit straight, why not?
It's just a lot of stuff like this is just hard to do because it's like school gets in your way from doing a lot of shit, man. Like it's just hard. Like, you know, just like I was saying, I've said before, like we back in the day, man, I got popped with a ruler or some shit like that. You can't even do that shit now. You know, I got, you know, if you was bad in school, you put your hand out, you get the yard stick.
With a ruler, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
I got paddles. I got the ruler.
And even down, and then when I moved down south, you know, you would go to the principal's office and get popped. I mean, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It just was different shit. You can't do that now because some mean motherfucker probably, you know, knocked the kid head, or, you know, probably stomped the kid out, flipped out, had problems at home. And somebody,
I mean, we do see videos that on social media and things like that with people that's considered security, you know, or administration and handle people, kids, and that shit don't look right.
But I will say this also, even with something like this, I mean, like I said, it's a different place. So New York, DC, like you're gonna have to get registered. You're gonna have it's the certain shit you're gonna have to do to just be on campus. This is a lot of shit you gotta do to make sure. I mean, even if they was to allow this stuff, like it's a lot of stuff you gotta do. Because I mean, some people gonna be like, man, why you got like is there a registered sex? Or you got to get registered. It's a lot of shit you gotta do to do stuff like this. And not saying it's wrong. Not saying it's wrong. Or like it's a good idea, but it's just, you know. I know there's a lot of
it's gonna take a lot of time and energy, and hopefully, good luck when nobody do no bam and shit, or can, you know, some shit get out of hand.
Somebody stomp somebody out, that's what ends up happening because you can barely touch kids now, man, without it being a problem.
But like I said, kudos, man, to these brothers on being, you know, taking their time and energy to make sure. I mean, and have a positive impact on their school and district and the kids. I can't say nothing wrong, brother. Keep doing it.
No, it's good. It's good. No, it's good shit though. It's good shit. But it just, you know, they make that shit hard, man. That's all I'm saying. But that's if they did more stuff like this, which I mean, I would be on board for some shit like this. Women on, you know, women on duty, moms on duty, or some shit like that.
Don't be saying WAP. That WAP. I saw you.
WAP.
Hey, I was trying to get that.
Moms on. Oh Lord.
There you go.
Oh shit. We getting into what's considered the twilight hours.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Hey, man. Good show, man.
Yes, sir.
Right. Opinion. Share the stream. Y'all got anything else, man, before we close out?
No, that's it, bro.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm telling you, we missing.
What's the Green Bay score? What's the Green Bay score? Damn,
I'm not missing. 24-21. Green Bay.
Oh. No, I'm about to say Dan jumps the fuck out. Like
Green Bay on the goal line can't get in.
What's the score?
Oh, they called that back.
I think we was up by 3 last time I looked.
24-21 Green Bay.
Oh yeah, we was up by 3.
And they knocking on the door, but they can't get in.
Get in there. 2 minutes left.
3 minutes left.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't get my ESPN to come up.
Shit, if we get a field goal, we can keep them away as long as we put that defense obviously out there.
Yeah.
I need a touchdown.
All right, bro. Holla.
Right, good show, man.
All right, guys.
Hey, y'all, thanks for coming out. Whoever watches, check us out on all the streams, media outlet, everything. Fuck your opinion. PYOPod, and we out.
See y'all, bro.
Deuces.
All right, fellas.